So 2K18 was released on Friday. The anticipation was high for the neighborhood, for my team. My team always has high anticipation. But the thing that most people buying the game for this year is the neighborhood. This year, my career is more like an RPG than it used to be. And for some people, that's good. For some people, they say that's bad. My career is fun regardless. But there are some pros and cons and to the game this year. A lot of glitches, but that's every game. And then there's some theories about how the playground's going to work for the rest of the year. So we'll start out by going over my career in general. My career this year, you are a undrafted star, street star. You're a street baller. You are the best, one of the best in the street. After the Jordan event, you get asked to a team, and 2K goes from there. You can walk around your neighborhood, work out, go to Gatorade facility, play games, go to park, and do special mini games. But there's an issue with the park. There's obviously some delay in the park. There's always been a delay, but it's week 1. The delay will get better. Personally, I think I haven't had much problem with delay, but some people have. But a problem that I've had, and it's been in other 2Ks as well, is that the frame rate. People think it's just lag, but they don't notice that you only really lag on one side of the ball, like when you're on defense or offense. But when the other team gets the ball, you don't lag, and that's because it's the frame rate. And whenever you're facing another court and you can see other guys playing, I guess it causes the frame rate to drop. I think it'll eventually get fixed, but if not, then that's going to be a shame. But other than that, Park is really fun this year. It still is on a low difficulty. I kind of wish they'd raise it a bit, because when you first open your My Career, you go into difficulty. It says it's on online Park difficulty, which is a new Park and My Career difficulty. I think it's similar to Rookie. I think it's between Rookie and Pro. But I kind of wish they at least upgraded Park to Pro. All-Star for me would be the best. But it seems like All-Star this year is harder than All-Star last year. So Pro would be fine for Park, I think. But other than that, there's been obviously a file deletion thing. But 2K seems to be pretty up on that. The Gatorade facility is actually really cool to do if you're just like... it provides more people. Like, what's the point? Doesn't really even give you that many points unless you get 3 stars, and even then it really doesn't. But it provides you with Gatorade energy boost, and it gives you an incentive to go in there and do 3 exercises every game, so you get this extra boost to your player, which is really it's actually really helps your player. And then the venue is like an indoor park. It's really cool for the special events like My Park Championship this year, which I hope the My Park Championship isn't in the venue, but it's probably going to be. But I don't know how they're going to do the My Park Championship because there's really no affiliation. There might not even be one, but I hope there is some sort of My Park Championship. The Mountain Dew tournament I'm going to grind on this year. I'm going to find someone who's ready. I'm just going to grind. But 2K this year in my career is really a grind. You start out as a 60, and it takes a lot of VC to get up to upgrade your guy this year. It takes like I think 200k to get to an 85. My guy is a 77, I believe. But people were complaining that it's pay to win. And at first I was like, wow, 2K is actually scamming us. You can view it that way if you really want to, but look at it. They want it to be a grind. And when you get to a 99, like, you're supposed to be like really good at the game. Like last year, like it's like getting to a legend last year on Park, and you even get your name on 2K TV, and I guess like maybe they knew people were gonna buy VC, and some people already at like a 92, so maybe it gets harder. Like a 98 to the 99 is like a grind, but if not, I'm gonna be kind of like, I want to say I'm disappointed, but like they kind of overhyped becoming a 99 then. Not overhyping it, but they acted like it'd be a grind, which it will be a grind if you don't buy VC, but it seems like you do gotta buy VC, and people say it's a scam, but it really isn't, because once you buy that one thing of VC, you'll be fine. You'll be a decent enough player to play on Park, and you'll be good enough in-game to earn VC and upgrade your guy. So overall, my career this year is looking good. I'm having fun playing it. This year, it's actually fun to play like my career games. I never really found that fun personally for me, but this year it's really fun to do, especially with the archetypes you can make. You can do dual archetypes. So yeah. The next mode we're gonna be going on to is my team. I'm just gonna do my team, my career, and then like all the play now modes and like one like my jam and that. So this year my team is looking great. The draft mode is what I'm gonna start out on. There are some disappointments in draft mode. First of all, it's better than I thought it would be. Like, you only get to draft 5 players. That's actually cool, because, like, there's no stamina. And it's, like, really fun to play. You can see gameplay right here of it, of draft mode. It's actually really fun. Everyone has good, decent enough teams to compete. But the thing, the 10 level board things is cool. And I guess those are some good rewards. Because right now, I'm 8-0 in my team online. Or not my team online. Packing playoffs, draft mode, whatever you want to call it, and I'm having a really tough, really fun time. But the problem I think with draft mode is it's on a low difficulty. It feels like compared to Supermax, which I only played one Supermax game because people are playing their placement matches. But I think it's gonna reset next Thursday because that's when this Thursday because that's when the season begins. So I wouldn't be. I'm gonna end up playing like one more just in case. But, like, I don't want to have all 5 of my games. I get placed really good, but then it restarts when the actual season, Supermax round and season begins. And, I have to redo that. But, Supermax is looking solid. The big thing is, I want to know what they're going to put as the salary cap is going to be. Because if it's low, I don't want to make it too high. I don't want to make it too low. Because this year, like, having super teams is fun, but like when everyone has like 98s and 99s, it's like you're making everything and stuff like that. My team was started out in 2K13 as you have 2 or 3 good players, then you build around them. I think we got to go back to that in a sort of way. Like having super teams is fun, but after a while it gets old and it kind of restricts the number of players you want to get, because they're releasing rubies at the end of the year. Like, seriously, who really wanted those rubies? Like, can we be honest? Like, nobody. But this year, I think people are going to be paying attention to that. Anyway, back to draft mode. I think the 10 level board thing is cool. Whenever you get, like, 10 trophies, you move up on the boards. I think the last rewards is a 94 Pau Gasol. That's cool, but I kind of expected a diamond. I even expected a pink diamond, but I guess it really isn't that difficult to get there as a lot of people thought it would be. I mean, it's still somewhat of a grind. Like 160 games if you sweep it. But even then, it's really nothing compared to last year's Blacktop. The collection awards for Domination. I'm going to move on to Domination. Domination's really cool this year, the way that they're, like, formatting everything. So you get to pick from I think 3 amethysts when you complete regular domination. Same thing for historic domination, which at first when I found out, because I didn't know the other details of historic domination, I was like, what? You get an amethyst for doing? I was mad. I was like, okay, this year's a scam. Like, I honestly was convinced this game was a scam because I went on Shake and Bake's Twitter, but Shake and Bake's getting paid by EA. Everybody knows that. But then I found out that jerseys matter this year in Historic Domination. You collect all the jerseys, and when you're done, you get a Diamond JoJo White, and a Spencer Hayward, and another Amethyst, and I think 4 rubies, which that is sweet. Plus, not including the rewards, possible rubies we get in Historic Domination. But all-time domination is still unknown, I think, as of I'm making this video. I hope you get a pink diamond, because you deserve a pink diamond for that grind. But, okay, next I'm going to talk about the overall gameplay. The gameplay is much smoother than last year. No lock-on animations this year. There's a lot of dunking, like posters, like pure posters. I think they're going to end up toning that down a bit in a patch. But the good news about those animations is it's not like you're locked in where you can't block them. If you time it just right, you're going to get the block. unless you're trying to block Yao Ming with Nate Robinson, even though that did happen in real life, but that's probably not going to work. The dribbling this year, it's kind of hard to just spam the stick. In my career, I've noticed that I'm a playmaker, and I have high ball handling. It's still hard to dribble, like, you spam the moves. You have the size ups and the signature combos, but you don't have the ability to just spam the stick, which is good. Shooting this year, it depends what mode you're playing on. It seems like they lowered the shooting percentages, which is good, and you can't just fire up shots from deep and hope they go in. But it does depend what difficulty you're playing on. In Park, it's still somewhat there, like hitting crazy, well, not crazy contested shots, but like high amount of shots going in is still there. In Pack and Playoffs, I think it's on like Pro, and it's still, you still hit a lot of shots. In Domination, you change difficulties, but if you actually play All-Star difficulty, it's actually hard to make shots. And Superstar and Hall of Fame, I haven't tried out yet because I haven't had to. Like in the past 2Ks, I'd have to feel more real. But this year, I don't have to. The defense this year does matter more than past. You can feel the difference between having Curry and then Jimmy Butler defending when you're controlling them. There are, it seems like there are incentives to actually playing on-ball defense this year, because you really get, number one, full control of the guy, and two, contests really matter this year. So you're the only one that can contest fully, because the CPU isn't very good at that. Well, guys, overall, if you're a hardcore 2K fan, you probably already have the game. But if you love the past 2Ks, you're gonna love this one even more. Casual fans, if you're willing to build skill, because you can't just. I'm afraid that they're gonna add patches that are gonna make shooting percentages high, dribbling easier, speed boosting more accurate. I don't want that to happen because that ruins the game. People complain about 2K, like, oh my god, like last year, contested shots were going in like crazy, but you'd miss a lot of open shots. So 2K's like, we're gonna tone down contested shots and tone up open shots. People are like, oh yeah, turn up open shots. They became OP, but then they were like, no, keep, like, people that don't have skill, like, it just sucks what they do when they do that. So if you're willing to develop skill at the game, then I guess you should pick this up. But if you're just a whiny little bitch, then I don't think that the game is really for you this year, which is a good thing. But anyway, I would definitely get 2K, but ultimately it's really up to the person. So